Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Crystalville, a thick layer of dust settled upon the streets, buildings, and parks. It was a result of the city's rapid growth and construction activities that had been taking place for months. Unfortunately, the harmful effects of this excess dust were about to be felt by the boys and girls living in the city. In Crystalville, children spent their days playing in the local parks, running and laughing under the bright sun. But as the dust settled, it began to infiltrate every nook and cranny, making its way into the lungs of the young ones. At first, it seemed like a harmless inconvenience, causing only minor coughs and sneezes. However, as the days turned into weeks, the situation grew progressively worse. The excessive dust created a hazardous environment, triggering a rise in respiratory illnesses among the children. The air became thick and polluted, making it difficult to breathe. The once vibrant playgrounds became deserted, replaced by a pall of gloom as parents feared the consequences of letting their children play outside. The laughter of the youngsters was replaced by wheezes and the sound of coughing fits echoing through the city. Some children began developing chronic conditions like asthma, with their tiny lungs struggling to cope with the constant assault of dust particles. Doctors and hospitals were inundated with cases, and the city's healthcare system was stretched to its limits. Parents grew increasingly anxious, desperate to protect their children from the harmful effects of the polluted air. The education system also suffered due to the dust problem. The school buildings were covered in a layer of grime, and classrooms became dusty and uncomfortable. The dust settled on textbooks and notebooks, making it difficult for students to read and study effectively. Attendance rates dropped as parents worried about the health of their children, and the overall academic performance of the city's youth suffered. Realizing the severity of the situation, the city council held emergency meetings to address the issue. They implemented measures to mitigate the dust problem, such as stricter regulations on construction sites, frequent street cleaning, and the use of dust control measures during building projects. The council also urged citizens to take precautions by wearing masks and minimizing outdoor activities until the situation improved. Over time, the combined efforts of the city council and its residents began to yield results. The dust levels gradually decreased, and the air quality improved. With cleaner streets and parks, children cautiously started venturing outdoors once again. The sound of laughter returned to the city as the boys and girls rediscovered the joy of playing outside. The story of the excess dust served as a lesson for Crystalville and its inhabitants. They realized the importance of sustainable development and the need to protect the environment and the health of their children. From that day forward, the city prioritized eco-friendly practices, ensuring that the well-being of its youngest residents was safeguarded. The tale of Crystalville serves as a reminder of the potential harm that excessive dust can cause to the boys and girls living in a city. It teaches us the value of taking care of our environment and the need to create a safe and healthy space for our children to thrive.